Hello everyone, my name is Bernardo Coronel and the one recording is Matias Sanchez. We are from Tennessee and we're going to present you our problem and solution. So the main problem we have is how difficult it is to change in these bathrooms because we don't have locker rooms. How difficult it is to change in the bathrooms when we have days with double uniforms.
Okay, hello, I am Matias. So here come. So our problem is basically all this that you can see. As you can see, there are a lot of papers thrown in the floor. The floor is very dirty here. As you can see, the bathroom is very dirty. And here, behind the door, as you can see, there are no hangers. So it is very difficult for us to change our clothes on Wednesdays. As you can see here, we also don't have no mirrors to see how we are going to see how are we dressed. And
So our solution is basically a digital poster that has like kind of solutions on how we can appeal school authorities to have a say in this, to make changes in this bathroom so we can change properly.
Okay, so basically our appeal to the authorities is that they need to clean more often in the days the bathrooms, because as you see, it's not even half of the day and the bathrooms are very dirty. Also, to put here hangers in the door to make it easy for us to change our clothes. So look, here, as you can see, our clothes are really in a really good condition, yes.
And also they are of clear colors like white or gray, and they tend to get dirty really easily and are very expensive. Escole charges a lot for just a set of the uniforms. Not even the PE, not even the Parada, because the Parada is almost double. Now, it is true that this plan has some failures or little flaws, like that authorities will take a long time before even considering putting this plan to action. And even that janitors would have to work double the shifts just to keep the bathrooms clean. But it is a little price and a little bit of time comparing it to the comfort of changing properly, avoiding your clothes to get dirty, avoiding any steal from clothes from any other students, and it can mean a lot for us to feel safe when changing in our own school or second home, basically.
Okay, so while we appeal to the school authorities, we have some tips for you to organize your clothes in a better way, as the following. Okay, so as you can see in the video, that is a very easy way to organize your clothes, and is really fast. So maybe if you ask permission for the teacher, you can come faster to your class. Okay, it is a shame that something really important as our uniforms, the face of our school, ends up dirty on the bathroom floor. Okay, so please help us to appeal to the school authorities to make a change for our formality and refinement. Thank you.
Among all these problems of organization between the school authorities, or maybe the lack of responsibility from school janitors, we also have to take responsibility in this problem. Why? Because there are lots of students that steal the clothes from others while they are changing. Maybe as a joke, but sometimes it escalates and ends up in big fights, in arguments, in suspensions, and even expulsions. And that is not something that we want to do. The school uniforms are really expensive, and more with a brand like Skole. And to end up fighting with your friends and buddies, it's not something good just because you want to change peacefully. So we have to spread respect.
It is really essential to have a hygienic environment so we can change our clothes in a properly way. Also, to stay healthy, avoid contracting bacteria, and sometimes it's not very pleasant to walk into the bathroom and find the floor is wet, the floor is dirty, there are maybe dirt in the walls, there are papers to throw around the floor, and also sometimes there are unpleasant odors, maybe. I know that nobody likes going to a bathroom and smelling something really bad or seeing the bathrooms in bad conditions, because the bathrooms is where some people need to make their necessities, so it's really essential to be a clean person. Also, the change begins today. We are the ones to make something, because there is not always someone or a society that is going to make a change.
And we also have a huge responsibility, or you could say, role in this. Why? Because the janitors can't clean everything after we just mess it up. We also have to take responsibility, not leave the bathrooms wet, use them properly, not wearing paper towels and then launching them at others. We have to be responsible and act like grown-ups, like mature persons, and to take care of this, because it is also our environment. Where we go, it needs to be a hygienic place for us, because we study, but we also contract bacteria, and we can go a place to clean ourselves up to end up more dirtier than we were before entering. And this is what Terranova represents, our own school. The authorities can't just do everything for us. We also have to take part in this, and that's why we are asking you to help us with being responsible, with appealing with the authorities, but also taking this in consideration, that it is our fault that sometimes the bathroom ends up dirty, and we need to take care of that. It is not the fault from FARA, it is not the fault from the janitors, no, it's our fault, and we have to take care of it.
Thank you very much for listening.
And we please ask you to take in consideration what we are talking about.